Well, this is a real treat. We are joined by LSU head coach Brian Kelly. Brian, it's great to see you. Welcome to Houston. You know, selfishly, we here with the Texas Bowl love it when LSU is in the stadium because, you know, you always have a great crowd. You always have a great team, and it's great to have you guys here. How much fun is it for you to be in Houston?
Well, I'll tell you, it's been a whirlwind for me. So, obviously getting my feet on the ground and being able to actually get over here to Houston and think about a football game is pretty exciting now. I know we're 24 hours away, but, actually getting a football team ready to play this game, has been a challenge. Brad Davis, our interim head coach, has done an incredible job. Our coordinators, Durante Jones, has done an incredible job on defense. Jake Peets on offense. So I give them so much credit, giving all that's gone on here to get our football team ready. And I'm excited to watch them play. And I think we're going to have a great crowd coming out to watch them.
Yeah, it's such a unique situation that you personally are in. What's this game going to be like for you? Because I know there's a lot of official stuff that you have to do, but how much football are you going to actually get to evaluate while you're in the moment?
Yeah, I think it'll be a little bit of evaluation. I think it'll be a lot about handshaking.
Right.
Head coaches don't get an opportunity to do this on game day. So I think I'm going to see a lot of our donors, a lot of those that, are influential to the program. So I guess in a large degree, this is a pretty good opportunity for me to do that. There'll be no second guessing. We'll all be in alignment here, but again, I think it's a good opportunity for me to see our football team. And, I know this, they're going to play hard. They love LSU. They love playing. And I'll just be really interested to see, a couple of things. Number one, just how we handle a very short roster. Listen, there's a lot of schools couldn't, play this game. These kids wanted to play and they wanted to be part of this bowl game. And I'm so proud of them, and I'm anxious to go see them compete tomorrow night.
I imagine you're going to, because of what you just mentioned, you're going to learn quite a bit about maybe guys' characters, guys' flexibility, stuff like that. How invaluable is that going to be for you moving forward, you think?
Yeah, I guess that's what I was saying, right? I want to see the grit. I want to see the competitiveness. Obviously there's going to be some guys that are going to have to play a lot of reps that haven't played before. Just fighting through things. You learn a lot about individuals in these kind of circumstances. So it's going to be pretty exciting to evaluate some of the individuals that are going to be on this field tomorrow night.
Because of your body of work, you've seen just about every bowl and bowl experience there is, and you always want to be playing for the national title. No one makes any bones about that. But if you can't do that, this is a pretty good place to have a team play its game and spend its week, isn't it?
No doubt. Absolutely. Coming to Houston, it's an important area for us, right? From a recruiting standpoint, it's a drive for us in terms of recruiting. It is an incredible high school area relative to the number of players. So this is an important area for us. This Houston area and all of the surrounding schools make it an important game. Look, let's face it. There is no other college game on TV tomorrow night. So as much as we would like to say people are full of college football, they're not. They're going to watch this game. And LSU is a brand that is recognizable in this Houston area. So, putting on a good game obviously is important, but also that recognizable Houston area is important for us as well.
You just brought up something really interesting, and I want to get your take on it. That brand that LSU brings. How much have you noticed how much have you noticed people reacting to you maybe differently than before you became the LSU head coach, now that you are, a Tiger? What's it like when you walk around town or when you walk into homes and so on and so forth?
It's enthusiastic. It's a love for college football. And I really enjoy that, right? I mean, look, when I was the head coach at Notre Dame, you can go from LA to New York and it's recognizable. Here, I think there's a genuine excitement about their football team, and certainly passions run, deep in all of the schools throughout the country. But the SEC is special, right? And everybody has got their passion. But here in Houston, certainly there is a great alumni base at LSU. I was just walking around the Galleria, doing my Christmas shopping that I didn't get to do during an incredible time. And just going through the mall, just seeing so many that are LSU fans, you could see that there's an excitement, and I don't want to let them down. So it's going to be fun here moving forward.
Hey, once the game wraps up, what's the blueprint for you? What's this next week hold for you as far as building up this program and doing what you got to do, to make things the way you want them to be?
Yeah, good question. So a lot of the work has been done on support staff, putting together, our organizational plan. Process is so important. So, getting all of those things put together. So when our players get back on campus, the 16th of January, we're ready to go. So getting staff in place, both coaching staff and support staff, and hitting the ground running after Martin Luther King Day, that we can get into the weight room, beginning the development of our football team. So, getting everybody pointed in the right direction. We're bringing in a lot of new staff. I think that's the most important thing, that we get off to a running start here in the second week in January.
Yeah, you bring up that date, and it's not very far off. Are you wanting it to wait so you can get everything in order? Or are you like, let's get here, let's hit the gas and go all the way?
That's a really good question. I think you have to be deliberate. I think you have to be intentional with your work, because you don't want to be hurried. You don't want to be sloppy in the work you do. You have to put your foundation and your base together. And this is the 5th time that I've done this. And you have to start by putting everything together first before you just rush into it. So we've had a good 3.5, 4 weeks to really put all of the pieces in place. And so by the time our players get here, our process, our systems, our organization should be in a pretty good position. We'll still have a little bit more work to do, but when they get here, they'll see the transition has begun to take place.
And looking through your resume, I don't know how many times you've been here to the city or even played. Is this your first experience in Houston? It is.
In a football capacity? My first time actually taking a team into Houston to play. So another first. After 31 years, you would think that you've been into Houston, but this will be my first one.
But you've been here for recruiting stuff, I imagine, right?
Oh, absolutely. Many times. Yeah. I've had many times, many stops into Houston, and had many players from this area. But, just to get into the stadium and be part of the TaxAct Bowl. And this is really, I will tell you, I know it's January 4th, but, if you're not in one of the top bowls, it does do a lot for your team, because you give them a break. They are allowed to go home. They get a chance to see their families, and you get all the preparation, your 15 bowl games, 15 bowl practices. And I really didn't know that. And so as I look back on this, it's a pretty good deal. And we've been able to take full advantage of it.
Plus you got the rodeo bowl. Did you get the rope going? Did you do anything fun like that?
I did not. I got to tell you that being a Boston guy, we've been better hailing a cab or going through a rotary, but that was pretty good. I tell you what, we've got some skills when it comes to rodeo.
No doubt. Well, Coach, welcome to Houston. Welcome down to LSU. We're excited to see what the future holds for you guys. We hope you're back here in NRG Stadium many, many more times for the kickoff game, and perhaps down the line at bowl games as well. But best of luck, and thanks so much for your time.
Thanks for having me on. I appreciate it. Good spending time with you.